Well. So, I've got some new footage. I guess I should bring the mic over so you can actually hear me. So I got some new footage today because I wanted to talk about the Titla Hydra Mini, right? And the Titla Hydra Mini is a pretty cool tool. Now, I shot some footage today, got the Osmo pretty messy, which is not a good thing. But let's import this first. See what footage we have from today, because I think it's pretty good, footage-wise, from what we caught. Plus, I like my little screen I got here. Now I got little borders and stuff. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. Let's see, what do I got? I got me talking, I'm gonna make all of this into a single timeline first. Timeline 56 Titla Hydra Alien Mini review. I think some of you guys saw this when I was using it out on the trail the other day, and yeah, I wanted to talk about it because I bought this program, not the program, sorry. I bought this Titla Hydra back in December, and the first time I used it was 2 weeks ago. So I mean, I really should get a video
get rid of
together
it with
about
the gimbal.
Oh, my playback is not good. Why is that? Oh, it's got to build. Still got to build the. What is it called? The audio things. It's okay. I'll let it go. Proxies are on. Does this ever go in focus? I talk so much during this part too. That's frustrating. I thought I was going to follow my face. That's not bad. The angle's okay. Shoot. I might have to refilm that part. That's not cool. Oh yeah, the Osmo did something weird too today. Kept trying to film upside down for some reason. I know it's midday, probably nobody's on at this time. I probably should film later this evening. I mean, I should stream later this evening, because like right now, I don't think anybody's online. I think most people are at their 9-to-5 jobs right now. That's okay. Yep. But this gives me practice streaming, gives me practice to speak. Actually gives me some motivation to get the edit done, because I don't like editing, and anybody that I've talked to in person knows that, right? So this is kind of my way of holding myself accountable to editing. Let's see, can I stretch the sides out a little bit? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Geolander XAT. Did you know that these tires are 6% bigger than my other tires? So if I want to travel at 100 kilometers an hour, I need to be doing 94 kilometers an hour on the dash. flicker. I think there's a bit of flicker. What I should have done, and this is the reason I put everything in the timeline. Oh, you can see it building now. You see these things? Whatever this is called. The computer's building it in the background. Or DaVinci's building it in the background. But while it's doing that, it makes playback absolutely horrible and super slow. And then trying to run OBS at the same time. Well, OBS is actually, let's see, using 2.6% of my CPU. So it's negligible, really. Everything's being bogged down by the compiling of the audio at this point. Keep forgetting where the camera is. It's like, it's right here. Hi. What's up? Compiling. And I hate that DaVinci doesn't give you a indicator or status to know what it's doing. It just bogs down until it's done. Like in Premiere, it gives you a little indicator at the bottom saying, hey, I'm doing this in the background, so your playback's going to be a little slower. But in DaVinci, it doesn't give you that feedback. It doesn't tell you anything. It just acts really garbagey. Yeah, like 5 FPS right now, 4 FPS, 4.9, probably worse than that. And it skips all the frames. Weird. Weird and kind of frustrating, to be honest. Is there any sound? Let's see it.
So, I picked up a Titla Hydra Mini back in...
Oh man, it's so noisy with all the...
in, I guess, December, January. I used this...
I think another reason I don't like editing is that my computer is just so jank. It is, but it isn't. That's fun. So janky.
Position, and then I can get the rest of the...
I don't even think I filmed like a closing for this one, to be honest.
So first things first, I actually have to go to the phone on my car because it auto connects. It specifically disconnect. Oh, I think I double tapped. Specifically disconnect it. Go to the app, and it might find it, but it's off right now, so I might have to go turn the Osmo on. Let's see.
Really gives you a lot of options. Stayed focused on the wrong part. Does it ever come into focus? Oh, there. Yeah, look at that thing. Bouncy, bouncy. It's not really staying in focus. That's annoying. Go full screen, you don't see it. So this is the GoPro right now with the Osmo. Sorry, this is the GoPro with the Titla Hydra Alien Mini. It looks pretty good. Like I like how I like this angle. Oops, didn't mean to zoom it like that. Scale it out a little bit so you can see the whole frame. My problem is when I'm using the GoPro with the Alien Mini here, my options for usage is less. Like I can't get it into the angle that I want to. Versus when I'm filming with the Osmo Pocket on the Titla Hydra Alien, I can choose where to pivot the camera. So it gives you these really great options. So even if I just mount it in one location, I can get a bunch of different options on it, so it's pretty neat. And it's just as smooth. And I'm driving on some grass, so it's not necessarily smooth, so the camera is bouncing around quite a bit, but it's holding it up. There were a few hits, and same with the other day that we were using it, where I bottomed out the shock of the Hydra Mini Alien. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, here, this section you can see that I can change the exposure from my phone, so I can remote control this camera. Yeah, it's neat. It's pretty neat. Or I'm adjusting it somewhere. Okay, let's see what I'm going to use for the intro.
Oh, I should put a light on.
Sorry, I turned the volume down.
So I picked up a Titla Hydra Mini back in, I guess, December, January. I used this for the first time last week, and it's pretty cool. However, I didn't have enough equipment with me to film the gear in use, so you know what? I'm going to talk about how I used it the other week and kind of show you the elements. So this piece I got, this one right here, was for the Osmo Pocket, because I had tried filming with the Osmo Pocket with the magnetic mount, and I found because the roads here in Manitoba are horrible, the micro vibrations just was in all of my footage. It was very hard to find any footage where it was smooth. But the pan, the tilt, and all that kind of stuff was good with the Osmo, but it couldn't get rid of the vibrations, because the vibrations, you can't get rid of it with the gimbal. So I went and got this edition. This edition helped get rid of all those little micro vibrations. Looking back at the footage is hella awesome. Like, being able to mount it with the suction cup on pretty much any part of the vehicle, and then having the ability to use the Osmo Pocket as a remote gimbal. I could steer where the camera was pointing from the cab of the car, which was awesome. And for all of that, for an inexpensive kit, totally worth it. Now, this stuff, the Hydra Alien. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about the suction cup. Suction cup, I've used a few of these in the past and not great results. So instead of just going with the standard suction cup, I got the battery powered one, the one that maintains suction and has a little readout of how much suction is there, up to 100%. And that I still didn't trust. But after off-roading with it and bouncing this thing around, going through like ditches and bumps and huge hits, even though the footage wasn't great because we bottomed this out, even with those hard hits, it never fell off. So I'm starting to trust this. I still run a attachment to it just because. What if it does fail? Anyways, let's put it on the car and do some sample shots. Have the GoPro and a magnetic mount to show you how it works. But the problem is, downside, the truck is hella dirty and I don't have anything to clean it.
I think because I'm streaming at 4 o'clock, none of y'all can see this, so I'm gonna come back in a couple hours and stream later, but I may or may not have this already completed, so I will see you later.